So now we're going to pivot and look at adding a step to the front end of these two-step equations. So for these ones here, first we're going to start by looking at the distributive property first, then we're going to do our adding or subtracting step, then our multiply or divide step. So here we go. First example for that, we're looking at solving 2 times the quantity of b minus 5 equals negative 4. So on this one here, we do notice that we have the variable, the b is on the left. So at the bottom of our work, this is what we're shooting for, b equals, and then the value. So start out, the stereotypical way is to distribute first. There are other methods of doing this, but kind of the stereotypical way, just distribute first. So in this case here, that's going to be 2 times b, that's 2b. And then we'll do 2 times minus 5, that's going to be a minus or a negative 10. And then we still have the equals negative 4. Now it looks like the ones we just finished doing, like a two-step equation. So now we do the add or subtract first, then the multiply or divide second. So here we go. So in this case here, we want just b by itself. Right now we have a 2 and a minus 10 there, and then we don't want those on the left-hand side of the equation. So we'll start by undoing the minus 10 with a plus 10 to both sides. So add 10, going from left to right, that's going to be a 2b, and then that's a plus or minus 0, so just 2b equals, and then negative 4 plus 10, you're thinking you got to pay for or subtract for from $10. That's going to leave you with $6 there. Now we want to undo the 2 there. The 2 is being multiplied by b, so divide by 2 to both sides. Looks like that. 2 over 2 makes 1, so we have on the left-hand side 1b right there. And then 6 divided by 2, that's going to make 3 there. So the value for the variable that makes the equation true is going to be 3. So let's have you go and try this one out on your own. Pause the video, then come on back and see how you did. So here we have 9 equals 3 times the quantity of c minus 4. We notice that the c, or the variable, is on the right-hand side. So when we solve it, we're going to have c equals and then the value on the left there. Or the value equals c, I guess, on this one. So start out again, the stereotypical way, distribute first, simplify, add like terms, that type of stuff. So here we go. We have 3 times c, that's going to be 3c, and then 3 times a negative 4, or 3 times minus 4 will be a minus, and then 3 times 4 is 12. And then the left-hand side, we still have the 9 on the left there. Now we have the two-step equation. It looks like the easier ones that we've been working on. First to undo the add or subtract, then undo the multiply or divide there. So we want to undo the minus 12 with a plus 12 to both sides. So now on the left-hand side, we have 9 plus 12. That's going to be a 21 equals, and then 3c here, and then this just makes plus or minus 0, so it's just 3c there. Next up, we want to undo the 3 being multiplied to the c, so we're going to divide 3 to both sides. So we have 21 divided by 3, that makes 7. 3 over 3 is just 1c right there. So 7 equals c. 7 is the value for the variable that makes the equation true. Go ahead and try this one out also. Pause the video, then come on back and see how you did. So here we go. We have the w on the left-hand side. So at the bottom of our work, we're going to have w equals and then the value after that there in the box there. Again, the stereotypical way, go ahead and distribute. There are other fancy ways of doing these as well, not just one way. And here we're going to distribute 3 times 4w. That's going to make 12w. 3 times a minus 1 would be a minus 3, or a negative 3 there. And still equals negative 21 there. Now we got the two-step equation. Add or subtract first, then divide. So we're going to undo the minus 3 with a plus 3 to both sides. So on the left-hand side, we got 12w plus 0 is just 12w equals, and then negative 21 plus 3, that's going to make a negative. We got, if you're thinking money, that's you owe $21 and you have $3, so you owe more than what you have. And then when you go to pay off, you're going to pay the person the $3. They're going to take $3 off of what you owe, so you'll still owe $18. So next up, undo the 12 being multiplied to the w with a divide by 12. Divide 12 to both sides. 12 over 12, that makes 1 there. And then we have a negative 18 divided by 12. So negative divided by positive, that's going to be negative. And we are thinking then 18 over 12 reduced, right? So that'll be a negative. They're both divisible by 6. So 18 divided by 6, that'll make 3. 12 divided by 6 will make 2. So negative 3 halves would be the simplified version of the solution that makes the equation true.